Another day in the gym doing what we do here at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym. We're gonna work some quads today. We're gonna start off with front squats. Then we're gonna move our way on over to leg press and finish up with a nice finisher in Bulgarian split squats. Follow me, let's do it. All right, so starting off our quad workout today, a little front squats. Love front squats. You know, a lot of people shy away from front squats because it can be a little painful on the front delt, but doing front squats really isolates the quads, allows you to get a better range of motion. So you want to make sure you sink your hips as low as possible. What I try and do is always make sure the hip is lower than the top of the knee, and that way you're getting full stimulation on the quads, and actually also hitting your glutes and hamstrings a little bit also. And when you come up, you want to make sure you keep your chest up so that the bar doesn't roll forward on you and you're pushing straight up. Always through your heels, so you don't put too much pressure on the patella. And you want to make sure that you're controlling the motion, so come down with like a 3-second descent and explode up to the top. Use your breathing to help protect your lower back, keep your core strong. So you want to fill your diaphragm up with air on the way down, breathe out on the way up. Definitely one of the best exercises for quads is front squats here, and that's Biggie's tip of the day.
Are you listening? Damn.
When you're doing leg press, today as you can see when I'm doing it, we're doing a medium stance, about shoulder width apart, almost like when we squat. And we're going as deep as you possibly can without allowing your butt to roll up off the seat. It's very important. A lot of times when you're doing this movement, you hear go as low as possible at the expense of hurting your lower back. So you want to go down as low as possible without allowing your lower back to come up off the bench, allowing your butt to roll up. To do that, you get all the stimulation you need through your legs, both quads, hamstrings, and glutes. When I do lower repetitions like 12 to 15, I'll feel a lot in my quads. But for me to feel it in my hamstrings and glutes, I tend to have to either do a pause at the bottom or go higher rep. And again, that goes back to keeping the muscle under tension longer. So as the quads start to fatigue, that's when you start to really feel your hamstrings and glutes start to kick in and take over the movement. And so definitely when you're doing this, depending on what your emphasis is, vary your rep range anywhere from 12 to as much as 30. You can go heavier because you're not trying to balance the weight, it's a balance for you, and all you're doing is pressing. So that's the advantage of leg pressing over squatting. You know, and leg pressing can build great legs. So definitely give it a shot. I like to do it after a squat, second in my routine. So we just got done doing Bulgarian split squats. Really like these. They do a lot. To not just hit the quad, but to hit the glutes as well. And the unilateral action really allows you to focus and really be able to feel all the heads of the muscle you're trying to work. We use a very controlled, smooth tempo with this, not locking the knee out completely at the top. A trick I use to keep my balance is to find a point on the wall and focus on it, and really try and push my chest up when I'm doing the movement. You drop your shoulders forward, hurt your back, hard to keep your balance. So some small tips to help you keep your balance when you're doing it. I like doing it on this versus a Smith machine. It's very important because you see a lot of people do it on a Smith machine. You don't have to stabilize it as much on a Smith machine. So you're not incorporating all the small stabilizing muscles when you're doing it on a Smith machine, like when you do it with dumbbells. You want to drop back into it so your hips drop behind your knee, not pushing your knee forward. So that's my tips for this exercise. A lot of guys don't do it, but you should be doing it, and create shape as well as size. Just finished doing legs. And legs are my favorite workout simply for one reason, because it really tests your heart, you know? In bodybuilding, to be really good at this sport, you have to be in touch with your primal self, meaning you gotta be willing to get under a weight that you know could crush you, hurt you if you do a wrong turn or move the wrong way, but you get under it and you give 100% no matter how you're feeling. So it really tests who you are as an athlete, as a bodybuilder. If you can do a really hard leg workout, you know you're meant for this sport. Now, we did 3 exercises a day. We did front squats, we did leg press, and we did Bulgarian split squats. If you get in there and you give it 100% on every set, every rep, and really push everyone to the limit, I guarantee you'll be wobbling, shaking, and ready to go home and get a nice hot bath when you're done. So do the workout 100%, don't skip on anything, and don't go in and say, oh, I did a good effort. You should leave the gym feeling like you're gonna almost puke.